Gallagher's Pizza, Italian food, Irish spirit. McMahon's of Luxembourg, where the best home for our furniture is yours. Cobeson Buses, family pride in every ride. North Star Dental Group, changing your life by changing your smile. Lamers, the passenger professionals. Dandred on West Mason, one low price, always. Witt Family Auto, from our lot to yours. And Simon's Specialty Cheese. Experience the best of Wisconsin at Simon's Cheese.
From De Pere, Wisconsin, it's time for the TV32 Sports Showdown. Tonight, conference play gets underway in the Fox River Classic Conference as number 4 Pulaski visits De Pere. And a happy Labor Day weekend to everybody. Welcome to the broadcast alongside John Mino.
Hello, Teddy.
I'm Ted Stefaniak. We're so glad you can be with us tonight. It's only week 3. De Pere comes into this game, John. They're 0-2 on the season. This is a big game for them, and they're playing without their top quarterback, Gabe Herman.
Yeah, no question about it. You know, they're really excited about what they're bringing back this year. And Herman is one of the top quarterbacks in the entire state of Wisconsin. First game, first play, literally, suffers a severe lower leg injury. He's out for the season. They got pounded pretty good by Nina in that first game. We saw Nina last week. I don't think there's any shame in getting beat by Nina these days. And then they lost a heartbreaker last week by 1. But now it's conference play. You got the new quarterback. He's had a full game now to kind of get comfortable. So this will be fun. This could be a nice ball game.
Meanwhile, Pulaski enters conference play. They're 2-0 to start the season. Now, typically we think of Pulaski, we're thinking of ground and pound, but what's going on with this Jared Marsh offense?
The Pulaski version of the run and shoot. Threw 15 passes last week. He said he's catching all kinds of grief from people about that. But that's fun. You know, I was watching the quarterback throw a little bit down there. He's got a nice arm, has a nice delivery. But, you know, Pulaski, bottom line, they're one of those teams that will still run at you. They're averaging almost 6 yards a carry and giving up. Defensively, they're giving up less than 2 yards per carry.
And we take a look at what Pulaski did last week. Had a big win over Hortonville, 21-16. Logan Schultz with 15 passes in that game. So you're talking a little bit about passing in that game. Meanwhile, it was De Pere losing by 1 point to Wausau West. And we are ready to kick things off. It is Pulaski wearing their white uniforms, De Pere wearing their black jerseys, and we are underway. Week 3 of the high school football season. That'll bounce out of bounds, and that's where De Pere will start off. Now it's time to introduce the third member of our broadcast team. Chris Lemo is the NBC 26 community reporter for De Pere. And Chris, tragic news last night. The De Pere team and community playing with heavy hearts in this game tonight.
Yeah, it's been a rough 24 hours for the De Pere community after a 16-year-old girl crashed and tragically ended up dying in an accident down about 45 minutes south of here in Calumet County. Now, we haven't had too much other confirmation, but the team did hold a moment of silence around the national anthem here tonight.
Just moments ago. Thank you, Chris, for that report. Of course, thoughts and prayers with the families and friends of those students last night. All right, so first play of the game for De Pere.
Devin Koski with the carry. He'll get a lot of carries tonight. You know, I was telling the De Pere people up here, the last 2 games we did, the first time both teams in the last 2 games touched football, they went for a touchdown. It's like, well, thanks for telling us that. We're definitely going to receive.
So De Pere, Easton aren't the quarterback. And the handoff.
Koski once again.
And
nice tackle.
Koski, yeah, that Pulaski defense so good in the first couple of weeks.
Jake Adams, 6'1", 220-pound senior linebacker. Like I said in the little pregame show, they're giving up 1.7 yards per carry. This defense is for Pulaski. So 3rd and 6.
De Pere going no huddle here, sitting on their own 39-yard line. 4 receivers in the set here, 2 on either side. Arndt looking to the left side, has a man first down, and I think it's Koski on the reception.
Yeah, you know, Arndt is a great athlete. Great pitcher, throws in the low 80s. I mean, he's got a tremendous arm. He was also a starter at defensive back, but he won't be playing, I don't think, any defense now that he's taken over at quarterback. But he's got a great arm.
Chris Lemo will have a feature on the De Pere quarterbacks.
Yeah, it's quite the story.
Yeah, that's coming up at halftime, so make sure you stick around for that story. And that is a first down for the Redbirds. Ball up to the 46-yard line. nearing the midfield. Fake to Koski this time. Pitch to the right side, and that falls a little bit short. They were looking for Hayden May that time.
Yeah, kind of a busted play. It didn't seem real smooth, did it? Right from the get-go? Seemed like something was a little off.
And there was a defender right on top of me.
Yeah, he wasn't. Well, he would have had to try to make some kind of a juke maybe and get around him. Beautiful night for football with the way it was raining a couple of hours ago. It's turned out to be fantastic.
Now, you're not going to complain about a little rain before the game here at De Pere this year, are you?
Teddy, I made a vow I was going to complain about anything all season. All season.
Jump into last season when we were here for the West De Pere game. And
hardest rain I've ever seen in my life in a sporting event.
We don't have to worry about that tonight.
No, it's beautiful.
2nd and 10 from the 46. 3 receivers to the right side. Arndt taking a look that way in the screen. And
well read.
Yeah, looking for Koski.
Yeah, that one was going nowhere because the defensive back came up, Jake Adams, once again. I remember calling that name a few times last year, more than a few times. But he just completely read that. A little bit of a slower developing screen probably than they wanted.
And Jake Adams, first team all-conference inside linebacker for the Red Raiders a year ago.
46-yard line.
You know, this is a big offensive line that De Pere has. Really big. You got Grant Gallagher out there at 6'3", 275.
Well, when you walked into the stadium tonight,
yes,
without even seeing the players,
yes,
you were talking about their size.
Yes.
And then you had a chance to get out there on the field with these guys.
Yes.
You confirmed it.
Oh, man. Some big fellas.
3rd and 10. To the right side.
As a man.
And has a first down into Pulaski territory, and it's Grant Holhol.
Nice play by the quarterback. Did a nice job rolling out, showed some patience. Holhol find the bubble basically in the zone defense. Just did a nice job settling down, making the catch. Very nice play. Moving up to the 42-yard line of the Red Raiders.
First down.
So from the Pulaski 42, Koski. Helmet pops out of there.
Helmet pops out of there. I'll tell you what, Trevin Fatla, number 44, the first one to put a helmet on him. As once again, this defense for Pulaski comes up quick.
Fatla will have to leave for a play.
Yep. It's another tough ball player, one of their leading tacklers, 5'10", 180 on the defensive line.
41-yard line.
Well, you were talking about the size of De Pere, and then we're over there watching the Pulaski guys.
They ain't little. They've had a few Kolachkis.
High school guys.
Absolutely. You a Kolachki fan? Is it Kolachkis? Is that the name of them? No, Punchkis.
Punchkis?
Punchkis.
There's Arndt.
Keeps it himself. Not much. Gets about a yard. Brings up 4th down. 4th down territory. Oh, is it 3rd down? Okay. I was just looking ahead. They're in the 4th.
You're
down.
Thinking about 4th down?
You think I will live up to my? I'll live up to my my goal of not complaining about anything for the entire year, Teddy? Do you think I will live up to my goal?
I think whatever you set your mind to, Johnny.
Okay. Thank you, Teddy.
I believe in you, John.
All right. I appreciate that. At least somebody does.
3rd and 6 from the 38. Redbirds trying to keep this drive alive. Pressure coming. Chases Arndt out of the pocket, and that is caught, but I think he's out of bounds.
Or is it intercepted? No, it's out of bounds. Yeah, out of bounds.
Now the officials took a look at each other.
Well, he was right on it. That official was absolutely right there, right on the spot. That was number 27, Mason Wells, making the play for Pulaski. As I mentioned before, now it's 4th down.
John Holber is our lead official tonight, working alongside Doug Shope and Don Latham and Gary Latham, the brothers Latham.
Yes.
Scott Carney, also out there, or Conray.
And for, tell you something, talk with some of the coaches for De Pere. Coach Greg Robis, legendary coach. It's great to see him. And then Larry Brick in his 65th year of coaching.
Coach Robis, the former head coach.
Yep.
Helping out his former team. And that 4th down pass is incomplete.
Yeah.
Turnover on downs, and Pulaski will take over. We'll step away. This is Showdown on TV 32.
Pulaski will take over on downs.
West Mason Value Center makes navigating today's used car market easy. Find only quality pre-owned vehicles on our lot, safety inspected and reconditioned for the roads ahead. Our non-commissioned sales staff help you maintain your budget goals by guiding you to the right vehicle at one low price. And we help you stay on track by offering competitive financing options. It's that easy. Purchase your next vehicle with confidence from Gandred West Mason Value Center.
Well, back at Redbird Stadium here, and the De Pere Redbirds have just scored a touchdown as we were coming back from break. Pulaski was taking over on downs. It was a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They ran it up the middle, and out of the pile came one of the Redbirds with the ball.
And just sprinted down the left sideline.
38 yards for the touchdown. We'll take another look.
There's the carry, fighting for it. And right there, it was picked up, taken all the way. Mason Krieger, 5'9", 170-pound safety, takes the distance for the Redbirds.
Now, well, a flag comes out on the extra point, so we'll find out what that's all about. The extra point went through the uprights, but the penalty, let's find out what this is all about.
Participation on the offense, 12 men on the field. Be a 15-yard penalty. Retry the kick.
So too many men on the field for De Pere, so they'll back them up 15 yards. And let's see if they're going to...
I don't know what you're going to do now. That's a long kick. Well, it's going to be at the 13, basically. So 23. Yeah, they're still going to kick it right from the 25. So a 35-yard attempt.
From the 25, and that
He's got plenty of distance,
but no good. No good. So it is 6-0 De Pere on the fumble return for a touchdown. Redbirds lead. We'll step away. We'll be right back. Well, John, I think we've said it a couple of times this season.
What have we said?
If you're gonna watch Showdown, you better be tuned in early and ready for something to happen.
You're exactly right, because that was a bizarre play. You know, the big guy, 33, Aiden McDowell, was carrying the football. He's 6'1", 225, and he had both arms wrapped around that thing. So De Pere was just crazily going after that thing, and they got it out of his arms, which we never thought somebody would be able to do. And then he just sprinted for the end zone, number 22, Mason Krieger. So big play for De Pere. Once again, coming in at 0-2, losing their quarterback in the first game of the year, losing by 1 point last week, and now having some life right there with a big play. Let's see if they build off of that.
Well, our very first game of the season, we saw Kiwani
100-yard kickoff.
Opening kickoff for a 100-yard kickoff return. And then last week,
65-yard run.
First play of the game.
Yep. So we've had some early excitement.
Yeah. So this one is fielded near the 20-yard line, across the 30, 40, and then some room. Cuts across the 50 and now into De Pere territory and taken down near the 36-yard line. Terrific return that time.
Jacob Dockstader.
Yeah, Dockstader, the senior for the Red Raiders.
Outstanding return. Thought he would have a shot to make it. I'll tell you the truth. Did a nice job, De Pere did, in getting over there.
38.
So what Pulaski did against Hortonville, a good Hortonville team.
Yeah, going back to that touchdown.
See, look at he's that big, strong guy, and somehow that came out of there. Crazy play. But a big one for De Pere. Now Pulaski with a great return, taking all the way to De Pere 37-yard line.
Great field position to start.
And there's that tight formation.
And they go right to their main man, Maverick Cole.
Maverick Cole, I called his name about 300 times last year in the games we did. 6'2", 230 pounds. Just a big, strong kid running around there.
Yeah, I think you're going to call his name a few times
tonight. I think so, too.
As well.
Gained about 7.
Cole was honorable mention, all-conference running back last year. Already a couple of touchdowns this season, 126 yards on 23 attempts. 2nd and 3 from the 30-yard line.
Inside reverse.
Misdirection, very close to the first down. It depends where they put the ball down on the field here, John.
Derek Bunkelman coming up to make the stop for De Pere. I think he is a little short. Yep. About a foot.
Derek Bunkelman coming off an ACL he suffered during the basketball season in January, talking to his dad before the game. Call him Bubba.
Bubba.
Good to see Bubba back on the field. Can you imagine an ACL in January and you're back out here
It's incredible.
beginning of September playing football?
In my day, literally, you'd have a cast on for about 6 months.
You're still limping.
I know. That's the gout, though.
3rd and 1 for the Red Raiders and before the snap of flag.
Move. I think a little movement on offense. Or actually, I think the man in motion may have turned up too soon. I thought I saw that over on the far right side.
John Holberg says.
Full start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
So you went from a 3rd and 1 to a
3rd and 1 foot. Really?
3rd and 6.
Big play here for Pulaski. They try to keep this drive alive. They put a man in motion once again. Cole has it. He's got the first down. Bounces it to the near sideline and across the 25-yard line.
Grant Faber, number 20, hanging on and taking him down. It's a big man to wrestle down. But enough for the first down. Did a nice job hesitating, Ted. We got to the line right there. Bounced off one guy. It's a nice tackle. Faber, 5'8", 173. Going up against 6'2", 230. Moving up to the 24-yard line. Where's that vaunted passing attack?
Are you calling for it here, Coach?
Calling for it.
Fresh set of downs, ball sitting on the 24-yard line. They'll put Cole in motion, fake the handoff to him, take it straight up the middle. This is Schultz. Schultz fighting for the 10-yard line. He's got a first down near the 11-yard line.
Big hole in that right side. I don't know if it was a lead fullback or if it was a guard, but somebody got blown out for De Pere that time. Big hole on that right side. See what happens here.
Logan Schultz lines up as the quarterback, but might as well call him a running back in this offense.
No question.
Has thrown the ball a little bit this season. 11 of 21 for 106 yards passing coming into this game. This one inside the 10. Inside the Gallagher's Pizza red zone.
Cole once again, gain of about 4, 2nd and 6 from the 11.
Gallagher's Pizza sounds pretty good right now. They're in town here.
Yes, they are. Not far at all. Almost within walking distance if I didn't have the gout.
2nd and 6 now from the 7-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nope.
And he gets hit hard.
Number 9, Landon Pulvermacher came up, made a big play. Stayed home. Looked like he was looking to throw, didn't it? At first?
There was an option there, wasn't
Yeah, there was something.
An option to himself.
Yes, there was. There was something there. Loss of about a yard. So 3rd and 7. They can get a first down. It's actually, the far down marker is actually inside the 1. But they can get a first down.
Just under 5 minutes to play in this first quarter. Here's Maverick Cole. He'll take the direct snap. Looks to go straight up the middle, fighting for the end zone. They pile him up, and he is into the end zone.
Holy cow. I'm telling you, that pile started at about the 4-yard line, and he just forced his way into the end zone. That was just brute strength, keeping the legs moving.
Maverick Coles from 7 yards out.
Look at this, just fighting.
They had him at the 2.
They had him. Then he got some help from behind from one of his teammates that helped thrust him into the end zone. So big play, nice answer for Pulaski. I think it was Zach Shabilski, number 45, that helped push him in.
The extra point is good, and that will put Pulaski in the lead in De Pere. It's the Red Raiders leading the Redbirds 7-6.
Well, quite the answer for Pulaski that time, Teddy, and I'll start with that big kickoff return. That was really the spark they needed after the devastating fumble.
Well, quite a ball game here to
great first quarter.
Start week 3.
Wow. Great first quarter.
And it is an extra point that is the difference right now.
I'll tell you what, the Pulaski faithful traveled well, didn't they? Look at the far bleachers over there. Jammed.
Well, they know they've got another good team this year. How good can they be? You know,
Right.
They usually get a couple of games into the playoffs, always working to get a little bit deeper and deeper. And
And a lot of these kids that we're calling their names, we did it last year. We did 2 or 3 of their games last year, didn't we?
Yeah. You know, Pulaski and De Pere, 2 of the top teams in the FRCC coming into the season,
Right.
preseason poll, along with West De Pere and Bayport. This one fielded inside the 10-yard line and down near the 22-yard, 23-yard line.
De Pere, of course, with a new coach this year. Had a nice talk with him before the ball game.
Yeah, Ben Strickland, former Wisconsin Badger, now is first-year head coach with the De Pere Redbirds.
He'd been at Edgewood, I believe. Offense coordinator.
Line, first down.
First head coaching job.
He's got a little bit of that Matt LaFleur look. You notice that? Huh?
I guess.
I think he did.
Sure. He was at Madison Edgewood High School, offensive coordinator.
What coach do I look like? You
I'm
think?
going to think about that.
Okay.
I've been working in this booth with you for 20 years. I'm still trying
Yes.
to figure that out.
All right.
I think you asked me that the first game we did.
I think you're a slow learner. Lucas Koski that time with the carry, brother of the other Koski.
Just figuring that out.
Yeah. Gained about 3 or 4.
Charlie Schuster
Koski
with the
brothers
tackle for Pulaski.
Kind of split the backfield.
Need a 4, brings up a second.
They got some big-time people working in the booth up here, Teddy.
27-yard
I
line.
would say so.
Pretty good basketball coach over here running the board.
Brian Winchester,
Yeah.
boys basketball coach. Those boys and girls basketball players here in De Pere are pretty good.
Yeah. The pride of Escanaba. Ever been to Escanaba, Teddy?
I have. 2nd and 6, though, right now at the 27.
A nice surge. Looked like he was going to be stopped a little short. Got past the 30-yard line. Bring up 3rd and about 2. 2.5.
3rd down coming up.
You have a lot of success for De Pere over the last couple of years. Tremendous success. And, of course, their coach went down to a city that plays football. They play some football in Kimberly. Nothing?
Chad Michaelwitz. Yeah, we'll be running into them next week, actually. Kimberly at Appleton North. And
Close. I don't think he got it, though, right? No, far short, actually.
Yeah.
About a yard and a half short.
so 4th down decision here for
No, you
Coach
got to
Strickland.
punt. You got to punt.
Schuster with the tackle for Pulaski.
You don't want to give them the ball this close. But, you know, we're talking about Nina. I mean, that conference, you want to talk about some teams. Wow.
Wells deep for
But
Pulaski.
you always start, at least historically, with Kimberly.
Right.
Appleton North made it within a quarter of going to state last year.
Yep.
And now you get this Nina team.
Yep.
Looked outstanding first couple of weeks. There's the punt.
Nice punt.
Arndt with the punt. Bounces at the 39.
36.
And that's where Pulaski will take over.
Not bad field position.
So Pulaski, 17 overall appearances in the playoffs, 21-17 record, reached the semifinals in 1997, state runner-up in 1980.
Well, they win 2 games last year in the playoffs, I believe. We did one of them. I don't
Yeah,
remember who
last
it
year
was.
they were 9-3, finished 3rd in the FRCC, lost to Hartford in level 3 of the playoffs.
That's
Hartford beat De Pere a week earlier. So
That's right. You're right. Yep.
neither one of these schools, big fans of Hartford.
High snap. Maverick pulls it down.
Yeah, lucky to just
Very
keep
lucky to
possession
handle
of that one.
Yep. Brennan Kincaid, 6 foot, 215-pound senior linebacker, number 7, coming up to help make the stop that time. Right at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle for the
Kincaid,
Redbirds.
another one of those all-conference players, 2nd team defensive
No
end.
gain brings up a
Season
2nd and
ago.
10 from Pulaski's 37-yard line.
Noah Jean is playing his first game tonight. He's a recruit for North Dakota, I believe.
Yes.
He hurt a hamstring in the summer. This will be his first game appearance at tight end.
For the Redbirds. So a 2nd and 10. Schultz
A bubble screen out there.
not
Snuffed
going
out right
anywhere.
away. No, they really corralled him on that. Number 20 coming up. Grant Faber once again. Doing a nice job. Gained about half a yard. 3rd and 9.
So far, this DePere defense has had the number here. This Pulaski offense.
Little rollout action here, Coach.
We'll see. A couple of receivers to the near side. Direct snap.
Big hole
to Maverick Cole.
Wow.
And he's got the first down.
That offensive line is really doing a job. Watch this hole, Teddy. As soon as he gets that football, he's got those lead blockers just doing a nice job opening a wide open hole. And I'll tell you what, when you get a guy 230 pounds running at you with a full head of steam, that's not fun as a defensive back.
Well, we talked about his running style last year, too.
Yeah.
Straight up and down.
Straight up and down. Yep. But he brings his knees high. Yep.
He brings a load.
He brings a load. You're exactly right.
Holding on the offense.
Oh.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the fall. Still full back.
Wow, big penalty. Big penalty. Holding call. Maybe that's why there was such a big hole. From the spot of the fouls, and that was at the 39. This is going to bring up third and about 18? 16.
Pulaski 31-yard line.
Back to the 31. Just under a minute to play in this first quarter. Clock continues to run.
Quarterback keeps it.
Schultz nowhere to go that time. Fourth down coming up.
Boy, this DePere defense is really coming up fast. Doing a nice job. Once again, that was number 7. Brennan Kincaid, 6 foot, 215-pound senior defensive end. Great job.
Fourth down.
This will be one of the last play, probably the last play of the first quarter. Possibly. Quick moving first quarter.
Well, we kind of expected.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They're going to let it run down. There's no wind out here tonight, no breeze, so it's not a factor.
2 seconds on the clock.
Just not
They will snap it. This is a booming punt. Bounces
wow.
at the 31 and takes a
huge
Pulaski
bounce.
roll.
Wow.
Inside the 10-yard line. And the first quarter comes to an end. Pulaski with a 1-point lead over DePere. You're watching Showdown on TV 32.
That was a 60-yard punt there, Teddy.
Sure was. Well, the Down and Distance is brought to you by Gandrud West Mason Value Center. The right vehicle at the right value for your money. Complete inventory online at GandrudWest.com. Ted Stefaniak, John Mino with you. Week 3 of the high school football season. A terrific punt, as you just mentioned, by Pulaski. Pins DePere deep. They'll start this series on their own 8-yard line. First play of the second quarter. Pulaski with a 1-point lead.
The play from the sideline. Quarterback has looked sharp so far.
Just his second start. The
nice
junior.
Protection.
Arndt buys himself a little bit of time and has he's going to be close to a first down. I think he's got it.
Really close first down. Grant Hoho making the catch, and he does. Nice composure out there by Arndt.
He bought himself
really
a little bit of time.
Bought himself some time. Yep, used his legs well. Doing a nice job.
Derek Block with the tackle for Pulaski.
No huddle once again.
That's the Redbirds' first down.
Beautiful facility here in DePere, isn't it?
Oh,
just gorgeous.
Made several updates over the years,
including the press box.
We appreciate that. Trips to the left this time. They'll run right.
Coming up big to make the tackle, Derek Block, number 24, Koski with the carry. Remember the old press box? We had one of the Packers. Was it Tauger or somebody?
Oh, we had William Henderson.
William Henderson. And the three of us were jammed so tight together, it was unbelievable. Remember that? It was crazy. Big William.
Wide, big shoulders.
Oh, man. Sometimes I actually stepped out the door to be able to see from right outside the press box.
Loss of 1 brings up 2nd and 11 from the 18. Arndt takes a snap, handoff. This is Koski, right side again.
Nothing. Pulaski coming up. Once again, we mentioned before the ball game that Pulaski was giving up an average of 1.7 yards. 1.7 per rush attempt in their first 2 games this season. They're not going to be far from it tonight.
3rd down.
Yes, nothing there. Boy, coming up fast. Quick, hard-hitting defense. But again, that's the tradition of Pulaski as well.
3rd and long. Pulaski
Trips on the left side.
in the backfield with Arndt. Rolling to his
Pressure.
left, goes back to the right. That's a tough pass. Has his tight end.
He has Gene at the tight end, but well covered once again by Pulaski.
Complete to Gene.
Gain of about 4.
So good to see Noah Jean make that catch. His first game back.
6'3", 230.
Rodell and Schuster with the tackles.
You go play for the... Is it the Bison of North Dakota? They're the Bison? No, they're the Sioux. No, they're still the Sioux. They're no longer the Sioux.
Wells before Pulaski.
What are they?
Arndt set the punt.
North Dakota.
Yes.
I think you're right. Bison.
No, I think that's North Dakota State. Yeah.
Well, we're going to
Nice
hear about
punt.
this.
Yeah, we are. I mean, there's not even a question. All the way back to the 40.
40-yard line.
That's the big fella.
Near the
Mason
50.
Wells.
We'll step away. You're watching Showdown. We'll find out what North
Yes,
Dakota
we will.
is. We'll be right back.
Cole, the ball carrier.
Cole once again with the carry. Gain of about 3. Derek Munkelman making the stop.
Buckleman and Danon in on the tackles for the Redbirds.
And Danon. Jack Danon, by the way, the grandson of legendary Jerry Danon. Was a great player here back in the day. Played at the University of Miami and played for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Pudge?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Nowhere to go that time.
Aiden Hill coming up to make the stop. Let's see what Pulaski does. So this De Pere defense really playing with some spunk. 3rd down and 3, or 3rd down and 7 rather. Did you figure it out, North Dakota? Nope. Shouldn't take that long, Teddy.
Pulaski.
The phone's so small. There's a timeout on the field. That'll give us more time to look
Yes,
it up, John.
well, okay.
We'll be right back. It is halftime in De Pere where Pulaski leads the Redbirds 14-6. You know, John Mino, Ted Stefaniak with you for this one once again. And we came into this one. De Pere was 0-2 coming into this one. Pulaski 2-0. And we knew this was a big game, not only for Pulaski, but De Pere trying to right the ship. They lost their starting quarterback, the player of the year, the offensive player of the year in the conference last year. We weren't quite sure what we were going to see, but what a great effort from both teams.
Great effort for both teams. You know, look, that was a huge stop right there for De Pere. Pulaski had gotten in, scored right there, go up by 14. All of a sudden, the game plan has to change a little bit, possibly for De Pere. Not right now, though, just being one score down. I think they're still looking for a little bit more consistency with their offense. But as I mentioned, this Pulaski defense has been tremendous all season. So it's no shame that you're not letting up the scoreboard against that defense.
Yeah, it is a beautiful night here. A great way
Great
to kick
crowds.
off a holiday weekend. We're glad to get you with us. When we come back, we'll bring Chris Lemo back in, third member of our broadcast team tonight. He's got a special story on the De Pere quarterbacks. That's coming up next. Stick around. You're watching Showdown on TV 32. Hey, you can watch a full replay of tonight's game by visiting the Sports Showdown webpage. Visit NBC26.com/Showdown. Check out archive Showdown games and see highlights from other games in the area and our full Showdown schedule. That's NBC26.com/Showdown. Great place to see games we've already done this year.
Absolutely.
We've had some good ones already.
Had some good ones. You better believe it.
Yeah. Hey, we've got a good one here. Let's take a look at some of those highlights from the first half.
Well, first quarter, it really got started here. And this was a big play by the De Pere defense. Handoff goes to Aiden McDougall for Pulaski. And all of a sudden, coming back, going the other way is number 22, Mason Krieger for De Pere. He takes it all the way for the touchdown. Extra point was no good after a 15-yard penalty. They missed the 35-yard extra point, so 6-0. De Pere had the lead early in the ball game and a lot of momentum. But this Pulaski offense has been on a roll. I mean, they're just tough. They got that big fella right there who just rumbles. Maverick Cole is his name. Look at him push the pile. Got a little help from a teammate behind to help push him in, but touchdown right there. Extra point was good. 7-6 score at that point. Defense tough for Pulaski. Then the fumble right there. That was by Art. Pulaski with the recovery. Didn't take them long to answer the bell one more time. They were just doing a great job running the football, and I'll tell you what, Teddy, this is going to be a good second half right here.
Yeah, looking forward to it. It is Pulaski leading 14-6. Second half action begins after this timeout. You're watching Showdown on TV 32.
Broadway Automotive.
After tonight's game, stick around for local news on TV 32. The NBC 26 news team takes an in-depth look at the day's news along with the positive things going on in our communities. NBC 26 9 o'clock news tonight following this game right here on TV 32.
Getting set for the second half. Pulaski will receive. See if we have as good a second half as we had first half, Teddy.
That was a fun one. Pulaski
Short
trying
kick.
to get to 3-0 on the season. De Pere looking for their first win. Picked up inside the 25. A good return near the 45-yard line.
Aiden McDougall with the return. Big fella running the kickoff back.
Return for the Red Raiders.
So a good return. Second time they've had good field position to start off a drive. This one all the way up to their own 43-yard line.
Was it McDougall or was it Jake Adams?
Oh, was it maybe? I'm sorry. I thought it was 33.
43-yard line. First down.
23.
All right, well, I apologize to the Adams family.
We talked about big guy, the big linebacker.
Absolutely. Rumble, young man, rumble.
5-yard face mask.
5-yard face mask piled on
5-yard.
De Pere. But up to about the 48. I know we've said it 10 times. What a perfect night for football. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Huge crowd out here.
Can we get this in November?
Oh, I'll tell you what. I'll take it anytime. It's fantastic.
Beautiful night. And we thank De Pere for their hospitality. So Pulaski starts on their own 48. Maverick Cole gets the first carry of the second half. Good for 6 yards.
6 yards and took 3 guys to bring him down once again. I will say this, though. De Pere is not, they're not backing down from that big guy. I mean, those DBs and linebackers come up and just try to pop them. Trying to force that ball loose once again, I'm sure.
Well, had that fumble recovery for a touchdown in the first half, early in the first half, but really the highlight was that stop at the goal line.
Right, no question.
Late in the second quarter. And a first down run here.
Another big run just straight up the middle. Mike Alexander, number 6, who made that big stop at the end of the first half with the stop right there.
Schultz, the ball carrier.
But once again, watch the holds they have here. You got 3 lead blockers. I mean, that's pretty tough when you're on defense. You got 3 lead blockers coming your way.
Pulaski.
On the 37.
Maverick once again.
Cole, the ball carrier.
Maverick Cole. What a great name, isn't it? I think one of the best names we've ever done. Maverick Cole. Don't you think?
Well, and coming off of Blockbuster's summer.
Did you see it?
Did
you see it?
Yes, I did.
Great movie.
I think this might be a little more exciting, my friend.
I think so.
31-yard line.
I think so.
That was a pretty good movie, though.
That was a good movie.
2nd and 5.
Second man through, trying to make some ground.
Schultz, the ball carrier.
Logan Schultz.
They stop him from picking up a first down. It's going to be 3rd and along 2.
And again, we talked a little bit, Coach, joking around with Coach for Pulaski about the fact that they threw a whole bunch of passes last week. And
3rd and 2.
15 attempts.
15 attempts. I don't know how many attempts they have tonight. How many attempts? That's their ace stat man. How many attempts for Pulaski passing tonight if you get a chance?
This is a 3rd and 2, and Maverick Cole has the first down, still on his feet. Well, just when you think they've got him stopped, he's good for another few more yards.
Absolutely, every time. Every time, he just keeps rumbling.
You see the size of the guy.
That's your running back right there. That big guy. Wow.
Following Redbird, 23
So first down up to the 23.
Thinking about the college level, I mean, he might be a tight end.
Right, yeah, probably. I
level.
could see a tight end. Yep, no question.
Great size. Fresh set of downs, ball on the 23-yard line, and movement here. Now, which way is this going to go?
Sometimes they'll take those guys, make them outside linebackers, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, and you got that kind of size.
Offside on the offense.
Yep.
5-yard penalty, still first down.
Some movement on Pulaski will back him up a little bit.
They've always had a big running back. Remember the quarterback a few years ago? He went to North Dakota, I believe, or North Dakota State. Dylan Hendricks. Same size. They always have one of those in Pulaski.
Yeah. Hendricks, North Dakota State, the Bison.
There you go. Very nice. Very good, Teddy. Very good.
But Dylan, he's had an injury-filled college career.
Has he?
So hard to get on the field. And loose ball here, and Schultz is in trouble. And down he goes.
Back to about the 34-yard line. Big loss for Pulaski. It's kind of a broken-looking play there, really.
But Hendricks doing great in school, though. I mean, that's going to be in that football team.
I mean, that's big-time football.
Yeah, it is.
That's
Dakota
big-time
State.
football. That really is. So second and 22 for Pulaski. You know what, the way they've been running, I don't think they need to throw it, do you? I mean, they got a wide receiver flanked out wide to the right here, or to the left. He's looking.
Just like you said.
Yep.
They're going to pass.
Yep.
Pick up, get about half of it back. Got about 11 yards on that pass.
You know, that almost looked like one of those, the old single wing back in the 40s. When you see highlights, that almost looks like that play where the quarterback, or who's really like a halfback, used to do the jump passes.
Yeah.
They'd always do that jump pass when they rolled out like that.
Good old wing back.
3rd and 14.
Third and 14 now. And this is going to be stopped at about the 21-yard line, about 8 yards shy of the
Can I
first
throw you a
down.
trivia question?
Yeah, what do you got?
One trivia question. Name me a quarterback
Yeah.
who quarterbacked in a Super Bowl and ran. He was a wingback, a halfback, quarterback, wingback in college.
Len Dawson.
No. Good guess. Good guess. Good guess.
20-yard line.
Roger Staubach.
No. Another good guess. Another good guess.
7.
Brett Favre.
No, not a good guess. Not a good guess.
I'm out of good guesses. 4th and 7, though. Pulaski will put Maverick Cole in motion. They pitched to him. He bobbled it for a second, just enough to allow that Pere defense to step in and turn them over on downs. We'll step away. This is Showdown on TV 32.
Osborne Alexander.
So Easton Arndt brings the Redbirds offense back out on the field. First play, 1st and 10 from the 20. They run it to the far sideline.
Yeah, nice job by the Pulaski defense.
Lose a yard on that.
Real nice job. Watch him come up right there, make a big play, take him down or wrestle him down.
2nd down.
Charlie Schuster with the stop that time. Yep, lost the one.
So we've seen some big defensive plays here by the Redbirds. Offensively, still looking to get things
Still
on
looking at
track.
getting anything. They have not had a real sustained drive yet for the ball game. They really haven't.
Ball back to the 19. 2nd down. Hand off. Left side.
Not a bad run that time for Lucas Koski.
Koski, the ball carrier.
5'10", 175. He's only a sophomore. His brother, of course, also one of the running backs. They alternate. Figured out yet the wingback Super Bowl quarterback?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You gonna give up?
I'm gonna give
You're
up.
Give up.
Yeah. What do
Wow.
you got? What do you got for us?
Billy Kilmer.
Schuster with the tackle for Pulaski.
Billy Kilmer. Yep.
Ball on the Redbird 22-yard line.
Quarterback the Redskins, the
3rd and
Super
8.
Bowl against Miami Dolphins. Got beat.
Now
of
the
course.
Commanders.
Now the Commanders. That's right. Very good. Do you remember Billy Kilmer?
No.
No, I didn't think so. Nope.
3rd and 8
think so.
from the 22.
Plenty of time.
Deep
going
pass.
deep. Has a chance.
Nice
Nice
broken
job.
up at the last second. What a pass that was.
He launched that out there. Ryan Rodall with the stop, or with the deflection. What a great job. What a gorgeous looking pass. Huh? Holy cow. That was a nice high school football play. Quarterback laying it out there about 50 yards, and the DB staying right with the wide receiver all the way. And just look at that. Turns at the right time and knocks it away. That was outstanding. Grant Hohol, the intended receiver, and he's got size out there. Hohol is 6'3". Rodall is 5'10". So a big play by that defensive back.
Bounces at the
Short
49.
punt.
We'll be back after this. This is Showdown. 1st and 10. Pulaski, after the punt, takes over in their own territory. 5:45 remaining in the third quarter. Let's go back and take a look at that last defensive breakup here by Pulaski.
Boy, Arndt just with a beautiful arm. Great throw, but great recovery. It looked like the receiver had him beat. The intended receiver, as I mentioned, Grant Hohol, looked like he had him beat, but great recovery by Rodal.
We were watching Arndt in warm-ups today. He was throwing 40, 50-yard passes with ease. So that's the first time we've seen it in the game tonight. I think we're going to see a few more of those before the end of this night. That's going to be a first down for Pulaski as they get back to their ground and pound.
Aiden Hill and the gang trying to stop him, which isn't an easy task. Also big number 70, Jason Brombrick, 5'11", 260-pound senior.
With the tackle for the Redbirds.
But a first down up to the 40.
Brombrick, call him Bruno.
Bruno. That's a big defensive line DePere has. But again, the blocking for Pulaski has just been exceptional, just tremendous, especially the lead blocking by the other running backs. Schultz looking to throw, has a man open.
Sold it on the fake, got his man open just enough, and completes the pass. What a pretty play.
Zachary Shabilski with the catch. First catch of the night. Nice job by Schultz. Nice catch going up. Coming down with it. Grant Faber making the stop. So another first down up to the 23-yard line. Inside reverse again.
For another 5 yards.
Teaming up for the tackle, Michael Alexander and Brendan Kincaid. Making the stop, gain of about 5.
Kincaid with the tackle for the Redbirds.
2nd and 5 from the 18. They've used that play about 4 or 5 times tonight.
If it works.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
2 receivers this time. To the left side. Put a man in motion.
Maverick.
That's Dockstader.
And he powers his way to a first down up to about the 12-yard line. Yeah, this is just power football, old school power football.
On the tackle for the Redbirds.
Another look at it.
Well, DePere had a huge stop at the end of the first half on a drive very reminiscent of this one.
12-yard line.
Where they're just driving down the field.
The direct snap to Maverick Cole and gets a little deeper inside that Gallagher's Pizza red zone. Up to the 12-yard line now. 1st and 10. 3:26 remaining in the third. Schultz.
Right to the heart of that defense.
About 4 yards on that one.
You're trying to rip the ball out. You a red sauce or white sauce guy?
I'm normally a red sauce guy.
Yeah,
now, you were asking me earlier, and we got cut off here in the pizza discussion.
Right.
Because I like everything on the pizza.
Right, except
but you
pineapple.
didn't ask me what my wife likes on the pizza,
that was
because
gonna be my next
that's
question.
what really matters.
Okay, what does your wife like?
Because it doesn't matter what I like.
Right, I understand that.
We compromise, and then we have what she wants.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
White sauce with a little chicken and...
yeah, I like that.
Yeah, little spinach.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's...
I like that. I like it a lot.
2nd and 7. Direct snap again. Maverick Cole.
Hit hard at the line of scrimmage coming up again.
Bring up 3rd down.
Make another stop as Brendan Kincaid, 6 foot, 215-pound defensive end / linebacker. You know, when Pulaski plays, it's almost like having a running clock.
3rd and 5.
Isn't it, though? It doesn't stop. Except for the first downs. So, again, 3rd and 5. This is big for De Pere. Trying to get a stop here. 2 wide receivers to the right.
Again, they can get a first down without a touchdown here. 3rd and 5 from the 7. Low snap. Schultz picks it up and gets nailed.
Backfield.
He's going to lose yardage that time.
Michael Alexander once again. Michael Alexander, number 6, was a player that made the huge stop at the end of the first half. I think Pulaski's going for the field goal. So the low snap right there, and then just another big hit
10-yard line.
by number 6, Michael Alexander.
Big stop here for De Pere, forcing the field goal attempt.
So they'll spot it at the 18, 17, so 27-yard attempt.
Sam Murphy with the field goal attempt. And it is up. It got put down late, but
yeah,
it didn't matter.
late. Nice job by that holder. Very nice job by the holder. Nice kick.
17-6. Pulaski with the lead. Okay.
We're all set to kick it off for the Red Raiders. Pulaski made deep for the Redbirds.
Time to take a look at tonight's Smile Cam, brought to you by North Star Dental Group. Changing your life by changing your smile. A big thank you to Dr. Pete and his staff, Appleton and Sheboygan.
De Pere fans going with a little bit of a Western theme tonight.
Yeah, a little country.
Pulaski doing, I think, Hawaiian or something like that. Wow, what a booming kick. Almost out of the end zone.
Wow.
That was incredible. That was an incredible kickoff for a high school kicker. Holy man.
Feeling pretty good with a 17-6 lead.
I mean, I don't know if that actually hit in the field of play. I think that went beyond the end line in the end zone. That was incredible.
Tonight's winner will take home $615.
$615
Why don't we ever buy
on the 50-50?
Why don't we ever buy 50-50s?
$615 on the 50-50? You didn't get in on that
I
one.
didn't get in on that.
Too late?
I have. Other times during games I have.
Have you?
I remember in Pulaski I did. Yep.
So 1:07 remaining here in the third.
And I would have split it with you.
I'm sure.
Because you're my partner. Keeper for the quarterback.
Easton Arndt.
Aren't the ball carrier.
Good for a couple yards.
Nice job coming up, number 22, Brock Steinbrecher. Gain of about 4. Good first down play.
Steinbrecher with the tackle for the Red Raiders. Gain of 4 brings up
The
a
last seconds of the third quarter.
from the Redbirds' 24-yard line.
Well, De Pere got the stop, didn't allow a touchdown, gave up 3 points, so.
But again, they have not had a real sustained drive yet for the ball game.
Gonna have to find that in the fourth quarter,
Right,
to make a run here against the Red Raiders. 2nd and 6.
Koski, gain of about 1 up to the 25. They'll bring up a 3rd and 5. And the last play of the third quarter, I'm sure.
Yeah, that might do it.
Getting up from the bottom of the pile, Eric Sperduto. Sperduto. I like that name.
Got it.
Sperduto. Hey, Sperduto.
I'm not quite sure you're saying that right.
It's got to be
The
close.
first time I think it was pretty good.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Right. We'll take a timeout. Fourth quarter action coming up after this timeout. 17-6, Pulaski leading De Pere.
Ryan Funeral Home and Crematory has served De Pere and our surrounding communities. When the time is right, let us know how we can help you and your family. Thoughtful service sincerely rendered. Ryan Funeral Home and Crematory, De Pere.
When there's just not enough time in the day, call Simon's for a delicious cheese and sausage tray. Trust our selection of 4 different Wisconsin cheeses, and then pair it with Wisconsin all-beef summer sausage, and you'll have a winner every time. Quality, convenience, and service. That's Simon's Cheese.
What drives you? Drive for Lamers.
I wanted to do something good for my community, and now I get to make a difference in kids' lives.
Call or visit us at golamers.com for more information.
There's only so much fishing a retired guy can do.
Lamers Bus Lines. Our community needs you. What drives you? Drive for Lamers.
Our kids need us. I felt like I needed to do something good for my community.
Call or visit golamers.com for more information.
And I'm getting paid for it.
Lamers Bus Lines. Our community needs you.
Down and Distance is brought to you by Gandrud West Mason Value Center with a no hassle, no haggle philosophy, meaning you get one low price always. Shop GandrudWest.com today. 3rd and 5, ball on the 25-yard line for De Pere as we begin the fourth quarter. Easton Arndt has the ball, rolls out to his right side, turns it upfield.
And is really close.
Keeping the ball.
Tell you what, the defensive backs for Pulaski just stayed right with their men. There was nobody open. He had plenty of time, rolled out to buy some more time, but there was just there were no black shirts running free. So 4th down and about a foot, Teddy. And they're going for it.
They're going to go, trailing 17-6.
Yeah, 4th down. Here we go. Going up under center for the first time. Quarterback sneak, and he has it.
Yeah, they had to go.
Had to go, absolutely. And especially with the way Pulaski chews up the clock when they have the football. You might never see it again. So they had to go for that one. First time Art went under center.
That's a Redbird.
You know, he was talking in the great piece that Chris Lemo did at halftime about how that's one of the hardest things for him with only 2 fingers on one hand.
Yeah.
That taking a snap is the toughest aspect.
And we're going to bring Chris back in here shortly, and he's got a story on the Pulaski football team.
Big stop, number 44, Trevin Fatla, coming up making the stop for a loss.
Devin Koski took the brunt of that one.
Loss of 1, 2nd and 11.
Fatla rookie tackle for the Red Raiders.
It kind of reminds me a little bit, the De Pere offense reminds me a little bit of Menasha last week, where everything was hard against Nita. You know what I mean? It's like you'd have a nice gain and then you'd lose yardage. It's kind of like that type of thing. They just have not been able to find that rhythm to really drive the ball down the field. Tell you what, with that arm, I'd like to see him throw another rocket.
I think you might see some more here.
I do too. 3 wide receivers, 2 right, 1 left.
2nd and 12, he backs up.
Play action, screen. That's to Gene, his tight end flag over on this side of the field.
There's a flag on the play.
Number 33, Aiden McDougall, making the stop that time for Pulaski.
McDougall with the tackle for Pulaski.
Flag is in the secondary area, middle of the field.
We had an offensive player downfield, but the ball was completed behind the line of scrimmage, so there's no flag on the play.
Okay, did you hear that?
I did.
Okay, very nice.
John Holberg, our
good explanation.
Lead official tonight.
All right. Good explanation. So 3rd and 12.
We talk about Gabe Herman, being out with an injury. De Pere also missing one of their wide receivers, and Ben Willingans, a 6'6", 200-pound junior wide receiver, injured in AAU basketball this summer, so not available. One of those weapons they could certainly use tonight. 3rd and 12 from the 28.
Oh, nice move.
Arndt, and that one is thrown out of bounds.
Yeah, had a shot. Another good arm. Michael Doreen was the intended receiver.
Yeah, and Arndt disappointed with himself that time. Thought maybe he could squeeze that one in. And just a little too far out of bounds for the intended receiver. So 4th and 12 coming up.
Okay, I got to tell you something. So you and I had an argument before the game. Okay?
Yeah.
Heated argument.
Which argument?
Heated argument.
Which argument?
How the coaches, Rabas, pronounce their names.
Yeah.
Okay. I said it's the same as Kiwani versus. Yes. Okay.
Rubis.
So.
Oh, low snap here on the punt.
Oh, beautiful punt though.
Bounces at the 36. Across the 30 and 35. We'll be back after this. Save that thought.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to.
We'll be right back.
The ball carrier.
1st and 10 from the 38 as Pulaski takes over after that punt, and Logan Schultz will take a look at it here with a nice run and a first down run to start this drive.
Logan Schultz, just a real solid football player for these guys. 5'11", 180, just does a great job.
So ball in the 49, trying to get into Redbird territory. Schultz
again.
Bring Chris Lemo back in. Chris, you had an opportunity to spend a little time with that Pulaski team this week as well.
Yeah, I did, and I really got the feel that this is a program that has really turned itself around culture-wise. Now, Coach Walsh had said that really there's a senior group 5 to 6 years ago that came through and really changed the feeling around the program. And they decided that they wanted to be the ones that would change the narrative after a string of losing seasons. And now, 3 straight full seasons in a row, they've been to the 3rd round of the playoffs, 9 to 10 win teams. They've just been really impressive.
A flag here. Yeah, they have been impressive, getting a little bit better each year. But, yeah, they just seem to be a solid team. They're just trying to make it to that next step.
Full start on the offense.
And you think they'd be the type of team that's perfectly suited for late season football in Wisconsin, November football.
Yeah.
So I think they're a little frustrated they couldn't make that next step last week. Yeah. I mean, last year, excuse me.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Chris. Appreciate you being here.
So, Chris, East Coast guy, so pizza, what kind of pizza do you like?
I think we actually moved up to New Haven area, Connecticut.
Okay.
New Haven style pizza. Better than New York.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Better than New York.
You like the white sauce or the red sauce?
Red sauce.
Red sauce, okay.
Yeah. Not deep dish, unfortunately.
Yeah, I understand. Okay.
2nd and 9 from the 50. This is Maverick. Flag comes in. How can you ask about pizza? You got a Philly guy here. What are you asking about the cheesesteak? What's your cheesesteak?
I've never had a cheesesteak. Are they worth the reputation?
Absolutely. I don't know how they are out here.
10 yards from the spot.
Philly.
We don't have them, do we? Do we have cheesesteaks here?
There's a couple places I've been. I've had a couple out here.
Okay. I just got a new flat grill. Maybe I'm
Bring
doing something.
Oh, you know what? I got to tell you something. So last week, remember when we were talking about you ate lunch at Simon's Cheese?
Yeah, the grilled cheese sandwich.
One of our good tenants at our Wisconsin Veterans Home, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Or Veterans Village, rather. He's in a meeting. He's outside. He says, John, I got something for you. I go, what's that? Opens up the thing. Beautiful grilled cheese sandwich for me. Said, I was listening to you during the ball game, so I brought you one.
Very nice.
Yeah, very nice.
So the penalty is going to back up Pulaski. 2nd and 18 on this play. Schultz keeps it himself. We'll get back to the 45-yard line.
How you like the De Pere area, Chris?
Loving it so far. I mean, I've gotten to explore both sides of the river. It's always a toss-up as to which side I prefer. It depends on the day, really, but really enjoying it.
Can I give you a little bit of advice? Whatever side of the river you're on, say that's your favorite side.
That's a good piece of advice.
Trust me. They take it personal. Yeah. There's the folks on the west side and the folks on the east side. They've got a little bit of a... Yep. Hey, Teddy.
And don't say they're from the east side. It's just De Pere.
Just De Pere, that's right.
It's just De Pere.
Exactly.
There's
right.
West De Pere.
Looking to throw. Schultz has a man. Good looking play.
And brought down inside the 30-yard line. So
Big
there's
gain.
that passing game of Pulaski that you've been talking about.
Exactly.
Aiden McDougall that time on the reception.
Little roll out there. Found his man. That's been their bread and butter play.
It's passed by Schultz.
Oh, almost a little face mask right there.
Well, Chris, thank you for being part of the broadcast tonight.
Thank you.
And we'll catch you down the line. Catch Chris Lemo on NBC 26, community reporter for De Pere. Here is Maverick Cole.
And by the way, Chris was 2 years old for 4th and 26.
2 years
2 years old. 2 years old.
Yeah.
2 years old.
I was thinking it was in the 90s.
No.
It only felt that long.
I know, right? That was a tough one.
So you want to go back to your...
Yeah. So Coach Robus,
okay,
who is back with De Pere coaching, former head coach, tremendous coach, phenomenal coach. And we're, of course, in Kewanee a couple of weeks ago at what field?
Kewanee, the Don Rubis Field.
And you were saying that they pronounce it differently in different areas.
I believe they do.
Okay.
Isn't there a Rabus and a Rubis?
So I texted Sarah, who's Kewanee, of course.
Yeah, well, they're Rubis.
Okay, she says, LOL, that's always controversial. Depends on what location you are into, as it's pronounced. In De Pere, it's Greg Rabus.
Dockstader fighting inside the 10-yard line and pushed out of bounds.
Big gain for Dockstader. Nice play by him. Okay, so it is Rabus in De Pere. You're correct.
Which is what I said before the game.
Okay, in Kewanee, it's basically Rubus. Okay, and she says, however, her dad is from Maribel and insists that it's Robus. So 3 separate ways.
Rabus,
and
Robus, Rubus.
Yes, she said everyone in each location, De Pere, Kewanee, and Maribel, insists their way is correct.
First and goal from the 7, and Maverick Cole's in for his 3rd score of the game.
I'll tell you what, at 230 pounds, he's got some wheels. He got around that left side in a hurry.
The De Pere sideline is livid right now. They saw something, and they thought there should have been a penalty flag thrown, but instead it's going to be a Pulaski 7-yard touchdown run by Maverick Cole. Another look here.
Oh, I looked for the block in the back right there. That's what they were looking for. Yep. But Maverick Cole just keeps on rumbling.
His 3rd touchdown. Now the extra point.
Another nice job by the holder. Kind of a low snap, did a nice job.
24-6. Pulaski in control. Just under 6 minutes remaining in the ball game. You're watching Showdown on TV 32. Free of charge, walk in for an injury assessment and immediate evaluation by the Bellin Health Titletown Sports Medicine and Orthopedic team. Save the cost of an ER or urgent care visit for sports injuries. Experience elite care for everybody. Bellin Health, the official healthcare partner of Sports Showdown.
Well, 234 yards on the ground for Pulaski tonight, averaging an even 5 yards per carry. So that's pretty much the way they do it. And, you know, like I said before, I don't think they're far off their average of defensively of giving up about 2 yards per carry.
You said 234 rushing yards for the team?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what they do. Another booming kick down to the 2-yard line. And smothered at about the 23. The special teams of Pulaski.
We'll step away. You're watching Showdown. First and 10 from the 23 as De Pere goes back to work, trailing 24-6. Arndt finds a man, has a man. Flag comes in late.
He had 3 receivers deep, and none of them were open, Ted.
Flag on the play.
This is one heck of a defense that Pulaski brings to the table. I mean, we've seen a lot of Pulaski games over the years. This might be the best defense that we've seen, wouldn't you think?
For Pulaski defensively, yeah, this is something that they've
I
certainly...
think this is the best we've seen.
And they're going to, well, still discussing this one.
But Art getting lots of time, but just no black shirts running free.
Captain.
Must be against Pulaski.
Yeah.
Talk to the captains for De Pere. Number 66, Ross Robin, 6'2", 290 pounds.
Pass interference on the defense. 10-yard, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Well, they marked that off. We'll let you know that tonight's instant replays are brought to you by Simon's Cheese. Experience the best of Wisconsin at Simon's Cheese Little Chute. Including those grilled cheese sandwiches.
I didn't know you could eat there. I didn't know that.
It's right down the road from where you were.
I know. I'm going there now. I'm going to go. I'm stopping this week. Having me a grilled cheese and a chocolate milk.
So first and 10, ball up to the 40-yard line after the penalty is marked off. Another flag. Arndt looking downfield, but just nowhere to go.
No.
You're right, Johnny. Those DBs are covering up the receivers.
Incredible. And I'll tell you what, who's a hard hitter out there. Trevin Fatla, number 44, 5'10", 180 pounds. He is tough. He brings it strong.
Now we got a Pulaski.
Injured player for Pulaski. Yeah. So talk about next week's game, Teddy.
Well, it's a big one. It seems to end up on the schedule every single year. It is Kimberly at Appleton North next week.
How many people will be at that game? It's going to be incredible. Appleton North, of course, last year shocked everybody but themselves by knocking off Kimberly in the playoffs.
Yeah, it was quite a run for them. They lost to
Too many men on the field.
So they waved off. They waved off the flag.
Oh, okay.
Waved off the flag. Yeah.
So there we go. Next week, folks, you want to see that one? Kimberly against Appleton North. Kimberly, of course, with former De Pere head coach
Chad Michaelwitz, now coaching the Papermakers.
And they haven't missed a beat, it seems like. One of the great coaches in Wisconsin State history stepping down.
Steve Jones. Doing something different. Motivational speaker. Has already done motivational speaking for the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
Coaching staff.
You know why, though?
Because
I couldn't make it.
You couldn't make it.
Yeah.
They wanted you.
Yeah. And I gave him his name.
Instead, they ended up with Steve.
Yeah. Yep. I was busy. I had something on. I forget what it was.
That's what you're going to go with.
Yeah, I think I was doing a triathlon. Couldn't make it.
Okay. Without a doubt.
Yeah, they're really taking their time with him, which is a good thing. Absolutely a good thing.
And now he's slow to get on his feet, and hopefully he will be all right.
Can't get the number. Oh, there he goes. Now he's walking off. It's number 26, Charlie Schussler.
So hopefully he's going to be all right.
Second down.
So 2nd and 9 for De Pere. Trying to get some offensive points on the board. They haven't scored offensively tonight.
Deep pass. Arndt down the sidelines, and well, the crowd and the bench looking for a holding call. Nothing coming.
Yeah, that was close. Boy, does he throw a nice deep ball, though? That's incredible. Just incredible. Doreen, the intended receiver. Mitchell Doreen.
Hey, don't forget to check out NBC 26 News at 10 o'clock. Get all your local high school football highlights with sports director Brandon Kennard.
Will Brandon be doing any games this year?
Yeah, I think Brandon's going to step in for one of the games late in the season.
Go to slay some venison.
Enjoy the countryside. Arndt, the pass to his big tight end, Gene.
Got him in there. Did a nice job that time finding a soft spot in the defense. Brings up 4th down and about 2.
First game of the season for Gene, all conference last year, coming off an injury, and he looks great tonight.
He looks great. Moves around really well. Had a hamstring injury all summer.
4th down.
So 4th down and 2. Has plenty of time.
Over the middle, went
find
back
his
to
man
Gene.
again.
And that'll stop the clock momentarily while they move the chains. They get into Red Raider territory.
And you know, you could just see Arndt even being more comfortable here as the game has gone on, don't you, though, Ted?
Well,
he's done everything.
It's going to be a developmental
absolutely
project here.
I just like his poise back there and his athleticism.
I mean, you had Gabe Herman coming back for his senior year, Offensive Player of the Year in the FRCC. As that one is overthrown.
Shot his man that time. Just kind of sailed on him.
So this young coach, team making some big adjustments on their offense.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Everybody getting used to it. So, you know, they've got the pieces. They just,
well, and you know,
it's basically training camp now these first few weeks.
Well, that's the thing. You know, all summer long you got those 7-on-7 camps and tournaments and different things like that. And, you know, when you have that, you know, almost like an all-state quarterback coming back, you don't even think too much about your second-string quarterback. So you couldn't ask for a worse start for De Pere football this year than what happened in their very first play of the very first game. That's really a shame. But I hope Herman goes on to have an outstanding college career.
Just love to see when those guys move on to the next level.
Absolutely. And boy, does he have college size, huh? Quarterback 6'3", 215. pro size. Under pressure.
2nd and 10 for Arndt.
Hey, look at the wheels on him. Gains the first down. He is quick. I'm telling you, he's going to be okay. DePere's offense is going to be okay with him at the controls. If it sputters, it's not going to be because of him.
They're going to get stronger throughout the year.
No question.
Just a junior.
Right. Yep. No, I like his style.
Inside of 4 minutes. From the 32.
Plenty of time once again.
Has
another
a man,
nice pass.
Yep, that time it's Grant Holhol.
Boy, he put some speed on that pass, doesn't he?
2-minute drill here.
Yeah, working it well. And timeout, I think, by DePere. Nope, Pulaski.
Pulaski will take the timeout.
Okay.
Well, the Down and Distance is brought to you by Gandrud West Mason Value Center, offering quality vehicles at one low price and competitive financing options. Purchase with confidence from Gandrud West Mason.
Big football weekend, of course, coming up. College football, some huge ball games. It's going to be fun. It's a great time of year.
Yeah.
Great time of year.
Then you get by this weekend, so you get college football going, but then the NFL
absolutely
gets rolling.
I don't know if people know, you work Packer home games.
I do. I carry a camera around for the Tundra Vision. So
I'm
like one of the most popular guys there. It goes Aaron Rodgers,
Uh-huh.
and then me with the camera that can put you on the Jumbotron.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot.
And I'm also the most hated person.
Why?
Because I didn't put you on the Jumbotron.
Oh, and somebody wants to.
Somebody wants to be on there. So
Yeah.
most of the people, they can't get on the Tundra Vision.
Do most of the people recognize you like, hey, Teddy?
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like, hey, how's Mino? That guy with Mino. Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Great escape. Still on his feet. Inside the 10.
Flag.
A flag comes in as he reaches inside the 5-yard line. What's the flag all about?
It's got to be a block in the back or something like that. But what an outstanding athletic move.
He's done this a couple times
He
tonight.
certainly has. I'm telling you, he's gotten better as the game has gotten on. Great quickness. Looked like it must have been a holding right there. That's where the ref was throwing the flag.
It'll still be.
Let's see how they sort this one out.
Well, it'll come from the spot of the foul.
Yep.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
Well, it doesn't take away from a great play by Arndt. Doesn't take away at all. This kid's exciting. This guy's going to be fun to watch over the next season and a half.
I think it's deceptive speed.
I guess, because I'll tell you what, they're not catching him. And he's making great moves, great quickness, great feet. Could see him roaming center field like they were talking about, huh?
So in the Gallagher's Pizza red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. That one broken up.
Almost intercepted. He tried to put it in a real tight window. Again, these defensive backs for Pulaski are not giving a lot of freedom for the receivers. Speaking of freedom, do they have a team this year? Coach Krewald and
a lot of good teams.
Son, who's an outstanding football player. There are so many good teams around here. So many good teams. By the way, the quarterback we saw last year for Franklin is one of the backups now for the Badgers.
Yep.
They lost Chase Wolf with the knee injury.
And Arndt pressure coming and taken
just
down.
Too much pressure that time. Pulaski defense swarms in there.
And Arndt shaking up a little bit on that one.
Yep.
He got bent pretty good.
He certainly did. He's been taking some shots. These Pulaski defenders are they're rugged. They bring it all. So 3rd and 14.
Arndt showing some toughness now.
No question.
2:35 remaining. Scramble is on again. A little bit of room.
Good looking juke.
Another hard tackle.
They all are. They all are. This is number 24 Derek Block making the tackle that time.
Timeout DePere.
So DePere calls a timeout on 4th down. 4th down and 7. Trying to get something going here. Just build a little momentum for next week's game.
Hey, Lamers Bus Line is hiring safe and friendly school bus drivers for daily routes and after-school athletics. Lamers offers increased hourly wages and bonuses up to $2,400 each year. Visit golamers.com/careers to apply. So 2:12 remaining. Again, we're going to be at Kimberly visiting Appleton North next week.
Appleton North lost one of the most heartbreaking games I've seen a high school team face last year in the state semifinals.
It was the same. That's how they opened the season. Week
That's
1
right.
against Franklin, lost the game very similarly.
Yeah. They owned that game up till midway through the 4th quarter.
I don't think they're going to want to talk about that at all next week.
I don't
John.
think we're going to bring it up.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to.
4th and 7. Arndt has a man,
nice pass.
and is it
Nice
caught?
catch.
Yes. Yes.
Nice
and
pass,
that's
nice
going to be
catch.
good for a first down.
Mitchell Doreen with the catch. Again, that strong arm, just kind of a quick flick. Watch this.
6'3" senior on the receiving end.
First and goal, Redbirds.
So 2 minutes to go.
I mean,
First and
watching
goal
him
from the 7.
Watching him play, you'd never think that he was a backup who'd never really played quarterback much before.
Building his confidence right now. And Arndt into the end zone. That was a dangerous play, but pressure was coming.
He's looking for Gene, his big tight end. Noah Gene.
Bernudo was
But again,
chasing him down.
And 2 white shirts all around him. There's not one negative thing you can say about this Pulaski defense tonight. Absolutely nothing. They've just been phenomenal. Just phenomenal.
Pulaski on their way to starting the season 3-0, and they are in the heart of their schedule right now. Just the heart.
Who do they have next week?
At Bayport next week, followed by a game against West De Pere.
Wow.
So De Pere, Bayport, West De Pere. Pulaski, what did you do to the schedule maker?
That's something.
But going to start that 3-game stretch with a win.
Oh, De Pere. What a hit.
Looking for Lucas Koski, the intended receiver there.
Watch this pop by number 5, Ryan Rodell. Wow. Koski never really had it fully under control. He was kind of bobbling it when the hit came.
3rd and goal.
Third and goal from the 7.
3rd down coming up.
Now you're talking about Bayport, another powerful team this year. Wow.
Well, De Pere will be at Green Bay East, followed by Green Bay Southwest, and then at West De Pere. 3rd and 7. Arndt looking for the end zone. He's going to find it. Touchdown, Redbirds.
Nice drive by Arndt that time. Really nice drive. I thought that was without question his most impressive drive of the ball game. The first one, obviously, for a touchdown, but I just thought he had tremendous composure all the way through. Threw the ball well, ran the ball well. That might be his coming out party right there. That drive. I don't think there's going to be any more talk right now of, well, we have a backup quarterback. He's a starting quarterback.
His second start, played most of the first game after Herman went down. But now, preparing the last 2 weeks as a starter, now going to your 3rd week as a full-time starter.
You bet.
Yeah, you can just see the confidence building throughout this half.
You're exactly correct.
Not only for Arndt, but the team.
Right, I agree. And that one's picked off in the end zone.
So the 2-point conversion is no good. It'll be 24-12.
No good. Pulaski 24, your Redbirds 12.
Nice drive by De Pere that time, but again, this Pulaski defense, who's ever watching them, it's going to be like, oh, pin them back. They're going to rock you. They're going to bring it. It'll be an interesting game next week against Bayport.
So we mentioned Kimberly Appleton North coming up. Some other games coming up on the TV 32 Sports Showdown schedule. Wapaka at Appleton Xavier. A little different matchup on the old schedule there, Johnny.
Yeah, I like that one because look at my buddy Rocky Blyer is coming back.
Who?
Rocky Blyer.
Like the Rocky Blyer?
The Rocky Blyer, the pride of Xavier. He's going to be the grand poobah for our Veterans Village Golf Tournament the day before.
Yeah.
And he said he's going to come up in the booth with us that night for the big homecoming game. Longtime rivals, Wapaka and Xavier. I like this schedule, Ted. I like it a lot.
Luxembourg Casco, I think, has surprised some people here the first couple of weeks of the season. They're 2-0, putting up some big points. You see them at Denmark.
Well, I'll tell you what, that Luxembourg Casco team we saw last year was tremendous.
Well, they lost their big
to,
running back.
Right.
And a lot of people thought, well, they're going to be down this year. But so far, so good.
We did that Menasha game with them last year, I believe, right, in the playoffs?
Total deep for Pulaski.
I think so, yeah. Sometimes they blend together, don't they?
Yeah.
I thought that was just me. Yeah. Little squib kick. It's still loose, and
Pere
has it.
got it. Wow.
I'll tell you
All
what.
right.
There's no quit in this team.
Onside kick recovered by the Redbirds.
There's no quit. Well, it's covered by number 82, Max Oates. Max Otts. Max Otts with the recovery. So let's see what Pere can do on offense. Either way, it gives them a few more opportunities to fine-tune things. Ball on the 46-yard line. Wouldn't be surprised if he launches one about 40 yards here.
Well, if he can get a quick strike. The Peers wonder why are we writing this one off already, John?
I didn't.
Here's the big pass down the sideline, and
great coverage, double team,
two guys,
and a flag comes out behind the play here. Came from the side judge.
Well, where it's thrown would.
There wasn't contact at the. I mean, the ball was overthrown out of bounds. There wasn't contact there. So, was it hold?
Interference, 15-yard penalty, first out.
And again, it's a 15-yard penalty, not
spot
of the foul.
I don't believe it was on the actual play, or actually the intended receiver. I didn't see contact there, did you?
Didn't see it.
No.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And the flag
doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Well, you know what? If I didn't see it, it didn't happen.
I'm not taking my eyes off Arndt.
I know. He throws that thing with ease. Ease.
Ball up to the 31.
Switching the offensive set a little bit.
Oh, here comes the pressure.
Serious pressure.
He is hit as he releases the ball.
Yeah, he was hit from behind early on. Mason Wells, number 27, getting in there in a hurry.
He broke free.
Yeah, and that's a scary one when the quarterback has that ball back there. Boy, they worry about shoulder injuries and things like that.
Mason Wells, second team all-conference defensive back last year.
He's a big defensive back, 6'3", 205. I know I've asked this before. Did you play high school football?
I did not.
You did not?
Not.
How much did you weigh in high school?
85 pounds.
Oh, nice move that time. Hayden May.
Back across the middle.
Take it down to about the 20.
Junior wide receiver, and he is shaken
He's
up.
Down.
Wells with the tackle.
See what happens here.
He paid the price for taking this one back to the middle here. They're trying to get those extra yards. Trying to make something happen.
And he did. But he took a pop. Went down hard right around the rib cage.
Yeah.
So he's coming out of the game.
Yeah, under his own power.
Under his own power. He jogs off the field. He got the wind knocked out of him that time.
knocked the wind out of me.
Holy man, do these guys hit for Pulaski. Incredible.
So 107 remaining. A first down and a
timeout called by Pulaski.
Yeah, they want to try to make sure the defense is on the same page here, because they know.
What's that?
You do not want to give up a touchdown here and get into a situation where you
right?
get into an onside kick.
Absolutely.
Anything could happen. So
when you got a quarterback that can launch it about 60 yards. Yeah, you're right. No question.
They're trying to finish this off now.
Right. No question.
So Jared Marsh calls the troops over. Coach Marsh.
He's always cordial before the games, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just very down to earth, very cordial.
His 9th season as the head coach.
Yep. You look at that coaching staff for Pere, and you got Larry Brick, Greg Robis, Patrick Wallace. Patrick Wallace, of course, used to be one of the head coaches at Southwest when they had the dual head coaching.
Yeah.
With some really good teams. Some excellent teams. But between Coach Robis and Larry Brick, Larry in his 65th year of coaching, Coach Robis has to be doing it for 40 maybe?
Coach Brick, 82 years old.
82 years old, and you'd never know it. You would never know it. He's as spry and energetic as anybody you'll find. Not even a question.
Great to be able to tap into that experience.
Yep.
Coaching level. So a 1st and 10 from the 20. Arndt looking into the end zone.
Be overshot.
Nobody home.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 white shirts back in the end zone.
Really hard to find an open receiver down there.
Just is. Man, it just is. But he's sticking with it. Yeah. Hanging in there. 6 foot, 160.
You got to take a shot and
see
if something can happen.
No question whatsoever. So, 1 minute to play. It'll take about at least a few more shots into the end zone.
Ball on Pulaski's 20-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here at Nowak Field. Beautiful facility, just fantastic.
Done a really nice job over the years. Some upgrades. Field a few years ago.
Pretty much everybody's doing that these days, aren't they? Uh-oh, serious pressure now. Oh, he gets away.
He spins out of the first would-be tackler. And, thought he was gonna...
He had a shot. Noah Jean was the intended receiver. He had a shot at that. How did he spin out of that trouble? That was pretty amazing. That was really amazing.
Thought maybe there was a little contact in the end zone there. No flag, though. But, yeah, Arndt doing a terrific job to keep that play alive.
That was outstanding.
They're getting closer, aren't they?
Yeah. Yep. I think they're going to be formidable down the road with him at quarterback. So it's 3rd and 10 from the 20.
Corner.
And there's...
now you're going to get a flag.
Now you got a flag. Intended receiver down there was Grant Hoho. And he got bumped, and no arguing on the part of the defensive back for Pulaski. Looking deep. And there came the flag. Wasn't intentional. It was one of those things where both players turned to look at the football, and they just kind of collide.
Yeah, and a big discussion on the Pulaski sideline with the officials. So that's a big penalty. Half the distance.
Penalty and a first down.
Ball up to the 10-yard line now. 1st and goal from the 10 with 44 seconds to go. I know it's 12 points, but it feels like something could happen here.
Oh, overshot his man. Had a shot at it. There's Ho again. Was running just an out pattern.
Well, they've had a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, no question.
Yeah.
No question.
A lot of shots
here. They just missed. Yep.
To the end zone.
Yep. We're talking about some of the great teams in this area. I still say for Division III, we saw one last week in Menasha. I think they're still going to be a force down the rest of the season. But Neenah has one of the best teams. I think the best Neenah team I've ever seen last week.
They seem to have everything rolling.
They've got it rolling. They were outstanding.
So in the red zone are the Redbirds. And Arndt to Gene. Gene reaches for the end zone, and he is in.
So a big fourth quarter for Arndt and Noah Gene. He's playing his first game since suffering an injury in summer. Another nice throw by Arndt. Very nice throw. Here it is one more time, Teddy. Just puts it right where his big tight end can handle it, and he does the rest. Powers his way into the end zone.
And it is a 6-point game.
They'll just go for one. 2-point conversion wouldn't really do much for him.
Yeah.
Wouldn't do anything for him, really. And it's blocked. No good. Well, let's see what happens now. Doreen with the attempt. That was blocked. You know, there's going to be a squib.
Yeah. Well, De Pere fans, we apologize. We
didn't write you off. Teddy did, but I didn't.
Hey, a lot of credit to this De Pere football team right now for battling.
Quit. Absolutely. No question about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen teams over the years where it just, you know, they get down like that and a little bit of the daubers down type of thing.
Yeah.
Or they get chippy or things like that.
I haven't seen it.
Haven't seen that at all. Not at all. And you know what? You got to credit that young coach. Got some good coaches here in De Pere.
Well, see if they can have a little magic here on the kickoff.
And Pulaski has to be thinking, please don't kick it to me. I think there would be nothing worse than being on an onside kick team. Right, Brandon Bostic? That was his name, wasn't it?
So Arndt is gonna kick here.
Does the pooch? Don't believe it went far enough, did it?
Yeah, about 9 yards.
Yeah.
Didn't get it clean.
No, he didn't at all. So, I don't know if Pulaski gets to take the ball right there or to re-kick.
Yeah, they're discussing this one.
Right. I honestly don't know what the rule is, to be honest with you.
Possibly offsides?
Well, either way, it's Pulaski's football.
Nope. Yeah. So they're still sorting it out.
Yeah, they are. Let's see if the official's going to make an announcement. He's coming over to talk to the De Pere coaches. Let's see what he says.
We got white recovering the ball. First touching on black is not a penalty.
Okay, so that was not a penalty.
Not a penalty. Either way, it's Pulaski's ball. And they'll take a couple of knees.
And Pulaski is...
What did Pulaski fans have over there? What were those, glow sticks?
Or they may have just been their phones.
Oh, I'll bet that's all it is now, huh?
Flashlights.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
Okay. Okay, it's just phones.
It's phones.
Okay. I haven't seen...
I think all the kids have phones now.
Okay. I haven't seen glow sticks like that since last time I went to a rave.
You at the rave.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, and by the way,
yes, sir.
We've talked about this great comeback and De Pere doing such a great job here in the fourth quarter. A lot of credit to Pulaski. They're going to
my goodness, are you kidding me?
3-0 on the season. And what an effort they had tonight. They
were outstanding.
They are going to be contenders here in the FRCC. 3-0 start for Pulaski. De Pere drops to 0-3. Final score tonight here in Week 3. It is Pulaski 24-18 over De Pere. We'll come back, wrap things up here, and get you ready for next week after this timeout. You're watching Showdown.